Now on CoastTV News.
Lewes taxes the first town in the first state debating a hike on short-term rental and hotel taxes. Not everyone on board.
Deadly accident, an e-biker killed over the weekend. The Ocean City community now in mourning and worried about bike safety.
Business slowing down. Summertime, normally the busiest time in Ocean City, but local restaurants and hotels say they're not seeing the same amount of money come in.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Raising hotel and rental tax rates in the first town. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with a taxing decision in Lewes.
City Council is posed to weigh on big changes for the tourism industry. CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner joins us live in Lewes. And Mallory, taxes could go up for both hotels and short-term rental units.
We're at Lewes City Hall where the mayor and council members are meeting right now. They're considering implementing a 3% lodging tax on hotels, as well as increasing the existing gross receipts rental tax for short-term rentals from 5% to 6%. Some people we spoke with worry how these tax hikes could impact the tourism industry. Adrian Gallagher is the Lewes rental manager for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. She worries more vacancy signs will light up Lewes if City Council approves tax hikes on hotels and short-term rentals like Airbnbs and bed and breakfasts.
People are going to go other places.
Gallagher says if Lewes raises the gross receipts rental tax to 6%, short-term rental owners will end up paying a 10.5% tax once the state of Delaware implements a 4.5% tax in January.
The economy hasn't been great over the last year, so an additional percent could mean people just don't come to the area, they go someplace else. 10.5% total is pretty high for our area in general. So they could go to Ocean City, they could go to New Jersey, they could go overseas to Europe.
Mayor Andrew Williams said back in the spring that the tax increase would level the playing field for short-term rentals. Gallagher says renting has been slower this year as people take trips overseas that they put off during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We want business to come here. We need it for our restaurants. We need it for everyone.
A taxing decision for the tourism industry in Lewes. We will have updates from the meeting that's happening at City Hall right now, tonight at 11. I'm Mallory Metzner, live in Lewes, CoastTV News.
Also on Lewes Council agenda tonight, the city is considering scheduling a public hearing on pot regulations. That potential ordinance could regulate, temporarily ban, or permanently ban marijuana-related businesses within the city. That could include anything from cultivation to retail stores.
And if you happen to live in Lewes, keep an eye out for a postcard in your mailbox this September. The city is launching a national community survey to gather feedback on key issues like budget priorities and economic growth. Postcards with survey details will arrive the week of September 2nd. City officials say your input is going to help shape the future of the city.
A deadly accident involving an e-bike is causing concern in Ocean City. According to Ocean City Police, the victim was riding in the designated bike lane and traveling in the right direction. Ocean City is filled with J1 students and vacationers who ride those e-bikes and scooters often as their main way of transportation. One person who lives near where the accident happens understands why so many people use bikes, even if it's dangerous.
I know that it's a means of transportation for so many young people, affordability, and just drivers have to be cautious because you just can't predict their movement, but this is a sad reminder that we all have to be careful.
She put flowers in the location there, hoping that will be a reminder for everyone to be aware and safe in Ocean City.
And this brings us right into our CoastTV poll. We want to know who should be most responsible for reducing bike accidents on the coast.
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Every time we have put this poll on, cyclists has grown, as in people believe cyclists are responsible for reducing those accidents.
And if you have an opinion on this one, and this is divisive in some cases, you can go to coasttv.com or use the CoastTV mobile app.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Rehoboth Beach. A beautiful view there on the boardwalk. And let's check in with our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobuono on our First Alert weather. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Maddie. Yeah, that was a beautiful shot there in Rehoboth. Beautiful conditions throughout most of the peninsula. Here's a live shot from Ocean City from our Hershey's exterior cam. Some mid-level clouds there, 74 degrees, seeing a 62-degree dew point. Very comfortable. We're not dealing with that oppressive tropical-like humidity. We are going to see rather clear skies through the evening, and we'll fall to around 71 by around 10. Temperature-wise, across the area, we're at 74 in Bethany. We're at 82 in Seaford, 81 in Milton. And we are seeing dew points in the 50s. That is very comfortable. Certainly for early August, we've had a veil of high to mid-level clouds across the southern portions of the peninsula, but a lot of dry air is funneling into the region, and we're going to take a bit of a vacation from the humidity, at least for the first part of the week. We'll see those humidity levels rise by week's end, and especially by the weekend. Sunny, dry stretch of weather will continue for most of the week. And yes, we do have a new named storm, Tropical Storm Ernesto. I'll have the latest on that system coming up here in just a few minutes.
Chris, thank you. Milford police have arrested 2 men they say stole construction materials early Friday morning. Around 3 a.m., investigators say they spotted a suspicious Kia sedan with no lights in the Cypress Hall development. After pulling the car over, police say they found burglary tools and stolen items from a nearby construction site. Joshua Reeves and Timothy Fry, both from Elkton, Maryland, are now being charged with burglary and theft.
Tonight, Georgetown is creating what is called a Circle Advisory Committee, which is slated to be appointed at Town Council. People on the committee will give ideas to protect the town's circle and prevent drivers from crashing into it. And why is that a problem? Well, there have been 5 crashes through the circle in just the last few months.
Summertime in Ocean City. It's usually the busy season for hotels and restaurants, right? But a new report shows things are slowing down compared to last year. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us why this slow season might actually become the new norm.
Pack your luggage, roll into a hotel, and eat out for a week of vacation. That used to be the normal routine for many families vacationing in Ocean City, but now that's becoming a thing of the past. Something Thomas Fager, who is the manager at Fager's Island, has noticed.
All my friends around town and other restaurant owners, I've been hearing the same thing, that it's just not here. They're like, summer hasn't quite come yet, and they're saying, I don't think it really is going to come.
When comparing this year to last year, restaurants and hotels are not seeing the same amount of money coming in. Susan Jones, who is the executive director for the Hotel Motel Restaurant Association, explains what the new big trend is.
Really what we're seeing is the amount of people who are staying in the condominiums, that's increased, and it has surpassed the occupancy in the hotels.
Now that hotels have to compete with every house in Ocean City that's renting their home, they've seen a decrease in numbers. When comparing this year to 2023, the hotel average daily rate has gone down by 3% according to the Ocean City Tourism Report. But they're not getting the worst end of the stick.
When somebody is staying in a condo, what are they going to do? They're going to cook food in the condo. So when they're, they used to maybe eat out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now maybe they're only eating out one meal. So really, when they stay more in the condominiums, they're going to do more cooking in the condominiums, and that's hurting the restaurants.
Fager tells CoastTV that this summer has been slow for restaurants in Ocean City and blames the economy for the sluggish season.
I think you look at it from the standpoint of tourists coming down, and they might come generally 5 to 6 times a year, and then this year they just don't have the income to spend. They're going to say, oh, we're only going to come 2 to 3 times a year instead.
For the past 3 months, restaurants have received less income than last year. Fager hopes with the help of 2 concerts happening in Ocean City that there will be more diners for the months of September and October, but Jones is not too sure. With short-term rentals becoming the new norm in Ocean City, Jones believes it'll be hard for hotels and restaurants to bounce back this summer. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
We are just getting started this evening.
Stay with us to see how new tech at the Delaware Botanic Gardens is going to show off nature's hidden gem from above.
And if you plan on playing hooky tomorrow, we're looking pretty good at the coast. 78 degrees on the shore. High UV index, so keep that in mind, but low humidity, low risk of rip currents. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast here in just a few minutes.
But first, tax-free week now happening in Maryland. We'll show you the qualified items under exemption when we're back in just 60 seconds.
The savings start early during the pre-Labor Day sale at Johnny Janosic. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices, plus 0% APR for 60 months, or take an extra 20% off. Shop the pre-Labor Day sale at Johnny Janosic.
I'm Mark Stevens from Hartley, Delaware, and I utilize the USDA's Wetland Reserve Easement Program to improve wildlife habitat for deer, waterfowl, and other wildlife while improving water quality. If you have at least 10 acres of woods or wet, unproductive cropland, you may be eligible for compensation to restore and protect the wetlands on your property. To learn more about the Wetland Reserve Easement Program, contact your local USDA Service Center.
The savings start early during the pre-Labor Day sale at Johnny Janosic. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices, plus 0% APR for 60 months, or take an extra 20% off. Shop the pre-Labor Day sale at Johnny Janosic.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Long lines in stores in Maryland this week.
It's tax-free week in the state, and this week only, Maryland's 6% sales tax, it's not a thing.
This comes right before kids are set to go back to school. Coast TV reporter Zakiya Jennings shows us some of the things that qualify for that exemption.
Shopping bags in one hand, looking through clothes with the other. That was the case for many people today as they crowded Maryland stores. One woman told Coast TV the tax break arrived at the perfect time.
Seriously, if any break you can get will help right now, this recession and everything that's going on. Any tax break is a good break.
As you push your cart through the aisles, you see a number of items that qualify for the tax exemption, including clothes, shoes, and book bags. Sale signs and signs about the tax-free week are plastered through the stores for everyone to see, just in time for back-to-school shopping. Lisa Zahner also agreed that the tax break is needed during a time when prices are sky high.
And because it helps people, everything is so much more expensive today. And I find that people are looking forward to this week and doing probably a little extra shopping.
Maryland's tax-free week ends this Saturday, and to find out what items qualify for the exemption, visit CoastTV.com. I'm Zakiya Jennings in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
And you might be wondering more about what is and is not included.
Accessories like jewelry, handbags, umbrellas, and belt buckles, ties, sorry Charlie, not included.
This one I got to pay the tax on. We have a full list of more items and how to deal with exchanges on CoastTV.com.
Well, if you're hitting the courses tomorrow afternoon, it is going to be gorgeous. Low humidity, lower temperatures, 83 degrees, average high is 86. A hole-in-one of a forecast. We'll take a look at that all-important 7-day forecast and have a look at the tropics that are heating up when Coast TV News at 6 continues.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
So here's my back to school haul. Backpack from Cali, kicks from Lewes, accessories by me, and new fast internet from Extreme. Our basic internet was not going to cut it. See you in class.
Go back to school with best in fast internet and Wi-Fi from Extreme. Save on speed from 250 meg up to 1 gig, including whole home Wi-Fi with advanced online security and parental controls. Packages start at $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water. Or maybe into some hot water, if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFUR.com. Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
When Roe v. Wade fell, we all got mad. Matt Meyer got to work, helping the First Aid Abortion Fund get up and running so women can get reproductive care here in Delaware. Matt went to work protecting kids from gun violence too, reducing shootings almost 50%. As Matt's wife, I'm incredibly proud. As an emergency room doctor, I see the difference he's making. Matt will be a great governor because he doesn't just talk, he's walking the walk.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on CoastTV.
Well, hope everyone's Monday is going just as nice as things are in the weather department. Live look into Laurel, 81 degrees, dew point 59, all thanks to that northwest wind, anywhere from about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Temperatures right now, we're in the 70s at the coast, 80s inland, just a gorgeous night ahead with these dew points in the 50s. It's going to make for nice crisp conditions here throughout the evening and overnight. We have that veil of clouds, especially southern part of the peninsula. Those have since pushed off. We have a weak disturbance there down by the Outer Banks, but a lot of drier air is filtering in, and that is going to be our friend here over the next few days. As I mentioned, over the next 12 hours, expecting clear skies, and temperatures are going to fall pretty nicely into the 60s through the overnight. And with those clear skies, you should be able to see some meteors here. Peak of that arriving around 2 a.m. and there's those overnight lows. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a few upper 50s away from the coast. Nonetheless, another spectacular day in store for Tuesday, looking at temperatures in the low 80s, low humidity in the eastern shore, 81 in Cambridge. As we make our way towards Salisbury, 83 there, and we'll see an 83 in Crisfield. Clear skies into your Tuesday afternoon, and then we'll do it all over again for Wednesday. Maybe an isolated shower, especially in central Delaware. Most of us stay dry, and I'm expecting mainly sunny skies. At the coast, Chickatee will see 79 there for your Tuesday, 73 in Assateague. As we make our way up towards Fenwick Island and Ocean City, temperatures staying in the mid-70s in Ocean City. Fenwick Island will be in the lower 80s. Lewes, plenty of sunshine, warm things up to about 86 there on Thursday. Low risk of rip currents, a spectacular week at the coast. Clear skies through the overnight, 63 degrees, winds will be calm, and with those clear skies, that'll allow temperatures to fall into the lower 60s, 83 for your Tuesday, and then we'll bump things up to about 85 on Wednesday. Average high, keep in mind, is 86 degrees. As I mentioned, vacationing from the humidity for the next few days, but as we approach the weekend, we're going to be back up into that tropical range, see dew points back into the 70s. Speaking of the tropics, Tropical Storm Ernesto getting its act together, going to push through the leewards and then the Virgin Islands, and eventually Puerto Rico, becoming a hurricane by Thursday. Good news is it looks like it's going to make the turn out to sea, and we only have a few rip currents to worry about probably by the weekend. Temperatures, Paul Davis 7-day looking very nicely over the next few days. Temperature 86 on Thursday, and we're going to keep it in the mid-80s throughout that extended forecast.
Not half bad there. The Delaware Botanic Gardens will soon offer a front row seat to the life of an eagle. They're installing an eagle cam to stream live footage of an eagle nest perched high up at the Loblolly tree, and that's thanks to over $80,000 in donations. The installation will happen in September, with the live feed set to launch next spring. 2 cameras will be installed, and the nest will be reinforced. The gardens are open Thursday through Sunday in Dagsboro.
Pretty cool there. Moving to sports, this weekend marked a number of accolades for Delaware natives, and DSN's Tim Nolan recaps some national milestones.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Well, Delaware is more than the first state. It's the field hockey state as well. Del Mar's Jordan Holloman was named USA Today's High School Field Hockey Player of the Year. The Maryland commit is a first-team All-American and ranks second in the nation with 73 goals this past season for the Wildcats. Jordan has been one of the driving forces behind 3 state titles in her time with the Cats, part of 8 straight captured by mom Jody Holloman in the Del Mar program. And more love for Sussex County down in Texas. Sussex County Life Saving Association won the 2024 Lifeguard National Championships this past weekend. It's the first time a team outside California or New Jersey has captured what's regarded as the Super Bowl of lifeguard surf racing. Events included surf, board, and landline rescue, simulating real-life saving techniques that lifeguards use. SCLA now prepares for World Life Saving Championships in Australia from August 20th to September 8th. Speaking of Super Bowls, we'll have an inside look at the contenders in Baltimore on Wednesday. That's it for sports. We'll see you later on tonight.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
From shipbuilding to sailing, the Lewes-Rehoboth Canal connects our communities and fosters a sense of outdoor adventure. The Lewes-Rehoboth Canal was authorized by the U.S. River and Harbor Act of 1912. The 10-mile waterway connects the Rehoboth and Delaware Bays and is popular for kayakers and boaters today. But over 100 years ago, it was designed for farmers and sawmills to get quick access to the sea. Now, homes and restaurants flank its banks. And while it's not the highway it was originally intended to be, it still is a feeder route for the riverboat pilots who guide cargo ships up the bay to America's major port cities. And the canal is still making waves with plans to build an access dock and park in Rehoboth. Whether you enjoy being on the canal or simply looking at it, the waterway epitomizes coastal living then and now.
Please listen carefully. Some roofing manufacturers have produced and sold defective shingles. They're not required to notify the consumer. If your roof was installed between 1999 and 2008 and you're experiencing shingle damages or premature shingle failure, give Morse Roofing a call to see if you qualify for a new roofing system with very little out-of-pocket expense. Don't wait. Call Morse Roofing now at 302-663-0042. There's good, there's better, then there's Morse.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. But through August 31st only, you can get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber and no payments, no interest for 12 months.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you a down to the penny price that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling experts.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Window World of Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get a CertainTeed roofing system for only $192.94 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Feel the rush.
When asked what the out-and price is, our answer is simple. The out-and price is our everyday low price. No markups, no surprises, just an honest low price from the first time you walk in the door. Next time you're looking for a new living room, dining room, recliner, bedroom set, mattress, or simply any furniture you need for your home, stop in and see us today and see why for over 75 years, Delmarva customers have been buying furniture from Outten Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Have you checked the out-and price lately?
Window World of Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get a premium Craftsman's entry door for only $64.99 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long.
watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Well, here's a look into Ocean City. Calm waters there from our DryTech crawl space cam. We're to 74 degrees, and it's going to be a nice evening with mostly clear skies. Temperatures falling to around 71 by around 10. Sunglasses and sunscreen are going to be your best friends here. We're going to be very high here. UV index, a lot of sunshine, less clouds, and we're going to be in that very high range. And be sure to get your forecast anytime by calling that number. Brought to you by Bard, Mondalis, Brockstedt, and Federico. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day, Maddie, and we are looking very nicely here over the next few days. Dry, lower humidity. We are going to see those temperatures rise here over the next few days. But the humidity is going to be on the rise basically by the end of the week into next week, and we're going to throw in some thunderstorm chances as well.
All right, Chris, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.